In your heart, how much of your romantic ideal aligns with who you truly are? When you consider love, is it shaped more by genuine connection or by the myths spun by culture? These are not trivial questions. They touch upon the core of what drives our desires and, ultimately, what traps us in dissatisfaction. Let us consider how culture crafts these romantic myths and how they, in turn, sculpt our emotional landscape. Historically speaking, the 1880s, a time heavily influenced by Nietzsche, marked a period where rapid industrialization encouraged mass culture at the expense of individuality. During these times, romantic ideals began to solidify around notions of passion and eternal love, ideals that, while enchanting, were largely fantasies, far removed from the gritty reality of human relationships. Fast forward to the present day, and you see these ideals magnified every time you scroll through social media, where curated images and love stories lull us into a false sense of romance, much like a magician's illusion. So how do these romantic myths create dysfunctional relationships today? Carl Jung offers a critical insight here with his concept of the shadow. In his work, Ion Researches into the Phenomenology of the Self, Jung describes the shadow as those parts of our personality which lie unrecognized by our conscious minds. These parts are unfathomably shaped by the cultural myths we consume, leaving traces on our unconscious motives and desires. Now consider this. If social media's portrayal of love is accurate, why do relationship satisfaction surveys show declining trends? Is it not clear that these myths, while providing a facade of ideal love, obscure our deeper, often unacknowledged desires? Much like the shadows in Jung's theory, they are aspects of ourselves that cry out for integration, yet we suppress them beneath layers of filtered perfection. Your self-help book collection is actually a shrine to your own weakness. How many times have you tried to remedy a lack of fulfillment with quick fixes rather than confronting what lies beneath your carefully curated persona? Current culture's emphasis on curated perfection mirrors the unacknowledged influence of the shadow. Haven't these ideals, time and again, shown their inability to truly fill the void within us? Having contextualized the romantic narrative within historical frameworks, we transition to the psychological implications. Connecting how these myths manifest as the shadow in Jungian terms, setting the stage for discussing Nietzsche's will to power. How can you move beyond the suffocating myths of romance that have been woven into your thoughts since childhood? Enter the shadow and the will to power. Let's explore how these concepts can enable you to cultivate truly authentic relationships. Nietzsche's concept of the will to power is foundational here. It's not about domineering others, but rather about self-overcoming, realizing your true potential beyond societal myths that have long dictated what love should look and feel like. Consider this. Breaking these chains of romantic fantasy is your true declaration of independence. The first step involves recognizing and integrating your shadow, a concept brought to light by Carl Jung. Your shadow includes all those aspects of yourself that you've kept buried beneath your own awareness because they don't conform to the romantic ideals projected by society. Embracing the shadow means accepting these disowned parts, freeing you from internalized judgments, and enabling you to engage in relationships that resonate with your true self. So, how do you practically harness these insights? Start by cultivating self-awareness. Reflect on what drives your relationships. Are they motivated by genuine connection or by a desire to fulfill an image that's been spoon-fed to you by cultural norms and media? This awareness is the first step to liberating yourself from romantic illusions. Think of the will to power as a compass pointing to your untapped strengths, hidden beneath layers of societal conditioning. When you engage with this force, you don't just passively exist, you actively shape the relationships you partake in. But beware, slave morality today is like handing out participation trophies for emotional fragility, masking true empowerment. If love means losing yourself, do you even know the cost? The cost is authenticity, the very core of your being, which is the key to meaningful connections. As you navigate the modern world, remember that social media's mirages can trap you just as swiftly as any of the romantic fables of old. So challenge yourself to embrace these teachings not as mere philosophical musings but as practical tools. This is your chance to emancipate from what's been holding you back, to claim the power and authenticity that are rightfully yours. Let's continue to unravel how these ideas can be practiced in everyday life.